Amazing. Hi, everyone. Chelsey Jean here. Welcome to our first live boob camp. Yay. Now, let me click this over here. All right. Do I need to do speaker video? Okay. And then this, and then this. All right. Okay. We're just going to wait a couple of minutes while everybody joins. Hello on Instagram. Hello on Facebook. Love your guts. Just give everybody a chance to jump on in. Very excited to be here tonight. Little bit of a different view. Tonight we are live in my showroom in Brisbane, in Kapalabari in Brisbane. Hi Aisha. Hi Joe. Hi Nick. Hi Lynn. Hello Tracy. Mwah. Missed your face too. It has been a minute, I tell you. It's been so if I can announce, admit. All right, everybody in Zoom, cameras on. I like to see your face. Hi, Lynn. Good to see you. Last time we did boob camp, last time we did this, we had 22,000 people in our boob camp group. 22,000 women in our boob camp group in November. Drum roll. End of January, we have nearly 31,000 women in our boob camp group. All right. So that is because of you. That is because of you sharing, of you caring, of you inviting your friends. And we've been picky. I can tell you over the last 6 months, we have been really picky who we're letting in. You have to answer the questions. You've had to be on Facebook for so long. You have to be female, like all these different things. So yeah, hi Trace. Hi Louise. Get all my highs out of the way. I don't want to get my highs out of the way because it's pretty cool being on a high. 31,000 women from across the globe have entered, is in our boob camp community. So what does boob camp mean? So let's just start there. How did we create boob camp? Where did boob camp come from? And it's not boot camp. We are boob camp. Boobs. Do you know why? Tell me why. Where does everything start? It all starts at the boobs. And when I first learnt about this, I was 19. I had my own massage therapy clinic. I did massage pretty much straight out of school. I learned how to massage. And then I had a figure toning salon where we had different exercise equipment. And the ladies would exercise, they'd move their, like massage under their bottom, sort of like a Gloria Marshall. Legs would move up and down, do sit-ups and different things. And through this time of massaging them and them moving and shaking their bodies and me talking a lot because my hand would go to their chest, my hand would connect with their heart, and then my hand would sort of feel, I just couldn't help myself. I'm just like a groper. I would just like grope in and go, oh, why is that lumpy? It's sort of a word that you don't say when you talk about boobs. Hey, you're not allowed to say the word lump when it comes to boobs. Like, why is that thick? Why does it feel when I run my fingers along your skin? Does it feel like I'm going over railroad tracks? Like, what's all these lumps and bumps? And why is that gritty? What is going on in your chest area? And those are the thoughts that I would have in my brain. And then I would continue the massage, do all the massage, do all the things. I'd come back and guess what? It had changed. The terrain has changed on the inside, underneath the skin has changed. It wasn't as thick, it wasn't as lumpy, it wasn't as bumpy, and it wasn't as sore. And it actually looked different. The ladies would have arm pits and not arm puffs. Like, we did not learn this in massage school. You probably haven't learnt this before either. Like, being able to look after yourself and assess yourself and say, hey, I've got some lumpy, bumpy bits. What happens if I massage it? What happens if I paid attention? What happens if all of these fibers, if I lubricate all of these fibers in here, if I allow the flow, see this lymphatic system, we have 15 liters of lymph inside our body. Pretty cool. We have 5 liters of blood that our heart pumps around. We have 15 liters of lymph, of this fluid, and it can get stuck. Okay? It can get really stuck. What are the things that can stop your lymph from moving? Lay them at me.
Surgery.
Type them in the chat box.
Surgery.
What was that one?
Surgery.
Surgery. Absolutely. Oh, if you're keen, if anyone's keen, I'm heading to Bangkok on Sunday because my favorite cousin is doing a full facelift and fat move and like all of these things. She's signed up for the lot with Destination Beauty. And I think that's what it's called. And a lot of you have a lot of people that I've told, they're like, oh, can you tell me about it? Because we want to know the lymphatic side of it. So I'm going over there to talk to the doctors, to talk to the nurses, and find out all of the lymphatic side that they do, see what we can do to help, and just track the journey. So is anybody interested for me to share what happens with that? It's pretty cool because anywhere you cut yourself, anywhere, is that going to stagnate your body? Yes. So when you cut through fibers, the fibers are going to have to find another way. The fluid is going to have to find another way to work through the body. What's another one? Too much sitting, Pauline. Absolutely. Too much sitting. We sit way too much. So when you are sitting, you are going to get a nice collection of fluid sitting at the tops of your legs. Okay? Your hips are going to get stuck. We sit way too much. Where did all these primal poses that we should be doing? We should be squatting. We should be like sitting on the floor, not sitting on the chairs all the time. I know that the ergonomical desks are really good now, like the walking desks and walking from home and doing those activities are really cool. But sitting, driving, sitting at your desk, sitting in front of the TV screen, all of those things, sitting. Trauma. Absolutely trauma. Radical Remission is a book that I'm reading at the moment. It's a cancer book, Radical Remission, written from a nurse who has worked in oncology, and she's now nobody followed the stories of people who said no to treatment. She's followed their stories and the way that they've healed themselves naturally. It is a wonderful book. And I tell you, all of their stories come back to a trauma, come back to identifying PTSD. So what you call trauma and what I call trauma can be two completely different things. Like some people can stand on an ant and go, ah! Like that's trauma, and that's okay. Other people can be shot at, right? And that is a trauma effect. Whatever causes trauma in you is going to take a snapshot, and it's going to get stored somewhere in your body, and that is an energetic blockage. That's why we're moving into our frequency healing. You can see the mat here, and we've got the rejuvenescent and the things that we're going to talk about tomorrow night. But all of this trauma, that's why I love kinesiology so much. You know, finding out talk therapy, you know, you have to come up with the ideas, but if your body can talk, if your body can give you the answers. We had a really great call talk this morning with my PPP group that I coach, and Josie from Mackay, she did a 21-day water fast, and on day 5 she had massive sciatic pain come up, and that was related to a trauma that happened 5 years ago. And then the same thing happened on day 9, and then something else happened on day like 12 or something. And it was the years that she had a traumatic event happen in her life, like knocked her body. And then she dealt with those things, and then that pain disappeared, and then like the tumors and things shrunk in her body. So let's get back to it. Hey, Em, helped a lady 7 months postpartum C-section heal today. Yes, educating on the importance of lymphatic flow. C-sections, hysterectomies, vein surgery, wearing tight bras. So my bra, look, this is, oh, sorry, nearly popped out of there, but, loose bras. And I can tell you that underwire bras, tight bras, cause saggy tits. If you're going to wear a boulder holder, if you're going to wear a bra that is continually going to hold your boobs up like this, the muscles, the fibers, nothing needs to work. They just become lazy and sloppy and gross, and it's just going to go further and further and further down. But if you make those fibers move, if you make that collagen work, if you make those muscles work and do a couple of weights every now and again, you are going to have perky, beautiful boobs, and they can bounce back. Okay, please stop wearing bras all of the time. We had a really great chat in BooB Camp the other day about wearing undies. Go into BooB Camp and have a read, because the comments, the honest comments that people wrote about undies, some of them had really great advice, and they were told early on, stop wearing undies or wear bigger undies that's going to not cut you at the tops of the legs and stop the flow from coming up. Super important. Don't wear tight clothes. That's going to restrict you. So we've done the bras, definitely with the undies as well. Oh, I think, yes, Natasha, The Body Keeps the Score. Have you read that book? I'm halfway through it, and I feel like I need to go back to the beginning again. Super, super wonderful book as well. Stress, definitely. What about this one? What about breathing? Who's a shallow breather? Okay. I'm so fantastic at scuba diving that I can go through 2 tanks in one dive because I hold my breath so much. You don't even realize. You're watching somebody else's bubbles come up and you're like, oh shit, I forgot to breathe. That happens in life too. You forget to breathe. It's free, guys. It's free. Go out and get it. Grab some over here and grab some over there. Make sure you're not under the chemtrails of all the chemicals that we're getting sprayed on it. Go find some pure air somewhere and breathe it in. Open up your chest. Get the airways coming in. There is so much now about nose breathing and mouth breathing. And if you want to, you can make everything complicated. Every single thing can be so super complicated, enough to stop you from doing anything, enough to make you just sit back on the chair and go, it's too hard. I'm just going to listen to my doctor. My doctor said, take these 3 pills that are going to give me anxiety, give me constipation, and I'm going to have depression and inflammation. But I get to sit on my chair and whinge because I'm a whinger. Okay. If that's you, please go away now. I'm not interested. This is I'm not the person for you. If you want to find out what you can do to help yourself, hi, I'm Chelsey Jean, naturopath, massage therapist, BooB Camp leader, single mom who has done all of the work, taught lots of practitioners. We have reached thousands and thousands of women by rubbing our boobs and then rubbing towards the boobs. It's that easy. Yes? Who's in? Great. Let me see some love. I've got some hearts on Instagram. That's not enough. I need some more. Okay? Right. How it all begins, it's 1, you grab your gloves. Easy. These things just here. Or you can use your hands. We're going to activate at the chest first, because all of the fluid comes from your feet all the way up to your heart. And then, as I said, there are things along the way that's going to restrict it, that's going to stop it. It could be because you've got tight muscles. It could be because you've got some injury that's happened. It could be because you don't breathe deep enough. You're constipated. You've had operations in your tummy or you're pregnant. Now you've got arthritis. You've got something else that ends in itis. Okay, anything that ends in itis means inflammation. That means that you've got a toxic load. There is too much crap in your body and we need to move it. Let me show you an example of what we're going to do. If your body, if you haven't done much, if you have been sitting, if you have been a normal woman who has looked after the family, the husband, the children, gone to work, done all of the things, wanted to exercise, wanted to move, wanted to put yourself first, now is the time because that shit ain't getting out any real other way. Like you need to do this. So let me show you what your body is going to look like once you get your gloves and you follow the sequence. This is what's going to happen. Ta-da! All the shit's going to go everywhere. See that? Everywhere. Everywhere. And where it lands, who knows? Who knows where it's going to land? Because I don't know if your liver is working great. I don't know if you poo 2 to 3 times a day. I don't know if you're drinking 2 liters of water a day to flush this shit out of your body. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to help you shake it up. And I'm also going to tell you how to get it out. But it's up to you how much shaking and how quickly it can get out of your body. Does that make sense? Yeah? I can't tell by looking at you. I can tell a little bit. I can't tell by looking at you how much shit you've got in there. How much medication have you taken over your life? How much trauma have you gone through? How many years have you worn tight undies? How many surgeries have you had? What's your diet like? Do you eat the fiber? Do you have vegetables? Do you have fruit? Are you having salts and electrolytes? Are you having a protein, a fat, and a carbohydrate? Oh, who saw that the pyramid's being turned upside down in America? You know, our food pyramid that we all had to learn in nutrition school, that we have to have, I'm exaggerating, but 10 carbohydrates a day. And lucky you, if you get your carbohydrates in Australia, they're fully GMO'd and full of crap. So we have to have 10 sugars and pastas and rices and all of that shit, and only a little bit of fat. Oh, hang on a second. Alzheimer's is the #1 killer of women in Australia. Oh, why is that? It's because they've cut the fat. What does your brain need? Fat. And we don't need all those neurotoxins going on in it. So America has finally turned it upside down and now telling us that we need to eat really good fats. We need to make sure we have fiber. We have to have protein. And that is protein, that's not protein that's glued together and printed on a 3D printer. Thank you, Bill Gates. We don't want that. We want cows that actually moo, and we want cows that fart. Farting cows are the cows that I choose to eat. Okay? Pauline, did you just leave because I'm going on too much of a rant? Am I going on too much of a rant, everyone? No, keep ranting.
My battery's about to go flat. I've got to
Okay,
get
that's
my
the reason.
charger.
Okay, right. So eating the correct foods, you ladies, you know what to eat. Yeah? You know you need to drink water to flush everything out. All of the toxins, all the poisons. Why in the shopping centers? Keep going. Instagram's saying, we love you. Keep going. Oh, I don't want to get cut. Okay. So when it comes to getting all of this crap out of your body, do you know that you don't even know half of the crap that's going in? Do you know that half of it doesn't even have to be approved? Like all those numbers on the food that you buy. Do you know why organic food is covered in plastic in the shopping centre? It's because every night they spray it for critters. So for cockroaches and rats and everything. So it gets sprayed with all poison. But don't you worry, then they spray it with something that makes it look pretty and shiny after that. Yummy. Okay. So am I 100% perfect with my diet? Shit, no. Do I drink my 3 liters water every day? Not every day. Do I try my best? Yes. So what are the things that we do? Bring it on. Inflammation, back surgery, 3 neck surgeries, hysterectomy. Karen, you, babe, you are going to love moving your lymph. You might not love what it feels like when we shake you up and your body's looking like this and feeling like this. And I'm going to talk through what to do when you're like this. Is it better out than in? It's better out than in. All right. Yeah, keto is great. Keto is good too. Depending on what your blood type is as well. If you're an O type blood, keto is amazing. If you're an A type blood, you should be having more of your veggies, you know. So, and I honestly, everybody needs to be on one of these. Multigest enzymes. You can get this from the chemist. It's bioceuticals, okay? Bioceuticals, because we don't have enough acid in our belly to be breaking the food up, as well as all the poisons and all of the shit that goes with it. So please, if everyone can be on an enzyme, they're going to help break up fat. They're going to help break up proteins and also sugars. Derb, thank you for helping me fix my varicose veins on my left leg. Yay! Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. So everybody needs to be on them. So think about enzymes as a Pac-Man. When you put the food into your belly, we're supposed to have this, think of a witch's cauldron. It's supposed to have this fire burning underneath. So when you put the food in, it's supposed to break it all up and then boom, boom, boom. You have 300 lymph nodes in your tummy. Okay, that's going to transport the fats out where it needs to go. But at the moment, you put food into your belly, it's going to sit there and go blub, 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 because there is no fire in our bellies anymore. Our body has become acidic, and that's why we are inflamed. Our body is acidic, and our gut is not. Our gut needs to be on fire. So taking the digestive enzymes is going to be like a Pac-Man, and that's going to help break up the food. And then the food can be picked up by the lymph nodes in your belly, the fat can be, and transported around. So where does fat need to go and why do we need fat? Oh, pretty much for hormones, right? All of our hormones are transported with fat. What about coenzyme Q10? Now, coenzyme Q10, if anybody is on blood pressure medication, heart medication, it's going to stop coenzyme Q10. No more getting made in your body. So that means your aches and pains are going to go through the roof. Coenzyme Q10 is what keeps your muscles healthy and keeps pain and inflammation down and away. So what about vitamin A, vitamin E, all of the fats? What are any other ones? Yes, the enzyme, it's easy to get. Grab this one, multigest enzymes. If you can see it on here, just get it from your chemist, Bioceuticals brand. Just have one every time that you eat. Will amazingly help and get rid of any bloating in your body. The other thing that you need to do is get rid of parasites. Candida is going to stop your body from working completely. Christy, yes, it will. It's definitely going to help with your bowels. So we're doing a parasite cleanse. On my website, you will see our Good Gut Protocol. Mark Porter puts that out. He is out of stock for 2 weeks. But if you get your order in, you'll be first in line. And that's where we do I can talk through it tomorrow, but I tell you, your belly, your gut, like it is full of worms. Big, long, hairy ones. And it's full of candida. And I've got candida too now because I had to go on antibiotics. Look at my tongue. Gross, right? So I had to go on antibiotics. I didn't want to, but I did. And because I tried everything so I had to go on antibiotics. So now I have to do probiotics for 3 years. 3 years it takes after one round of antibiotics to get your gut back to where it was. Who's done antibiotics before? So think about this before you give them to your kids. Hickory pickly. But yeah, I had a UTI and they can be really nasty. So, you know what? Had to do it. So anyway, can you take this with methotrexate? I reckon yes. I reckon yes, Annie. Started yours yesterday. Oh, the Good Gut Protocol, Trace? No. Antibiotics. Yeah. Okay. Sometimes you just have to. Sometimes you just have to. Oh, if you don't have a gallbladder, your doctor should have told you straight away. First thing your doctor tells you, if they're going to take out your gallbladder, you have nothing that's going to break down fats anymore. Zero. So you have to be on an enzyme double every day for the rest of your life. Didn't your doctor tell you that? Well, what else is what? Speechless. Speechless. Okay. So we're going to start eating better. We're going to relax our body. We're all going to be zen and never stress ever again. And we're never going to have any more traumatic experiences in our life. We're only going to have experiences that bring joy. Okay? Does anybody else only want experiences that bring joy? Yes, because Louise Hay, does anybody else love Louise Hay? Louise Hay has put 2 and 2 together and said that any disconnection from joy is going to screw your lymphatic system. She didn't say screw because she's too nice to say that, but it's going to block, stagnate your lymphatic system. Okay? That's the emotion. We have to have more fun. That's why we do boob camp. That's why you're going to see me doing headstands, and I can't do cartwheels. Like that didn't end very, very well, but I tried. And that's why like we do fun shit. We do funny things to create some joy. Does it mean that we're happy all the time? No. I cry nearly every day. You know, there is lots going on that, you know, I cry a lot too. Like I had frozen cheese in my eyes before I went live tonight. So I could turn up not crying, looked like I'd been crying. Okay. So believe me, having some fun, doing the things that you love. I love being here. I love seeing your faces. I love reading in Boob Camp the lives that we're changing. Like, does anybody else love that? Like, there is nothing better than seeing somebody share how their life has changed because they're using the gloves, because they've acknowledged that their body is blocked and it needs a little bit of help. We now know that it's the terrain that your cells live in that cause terminal illness. It's not your genes. Genes might be this much. It is the terrain. It's the lifestyle, it's the family that you're growing up in, it's the things that you do, it's the pattern that you do over and over again. So let's change some of the things that you're doing. Let's add in a couple of things. It doesn't have to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. 80% is good enough. You have to back you. You have to spend the time for you. Okay? Yes, can we do that? All right. Okay. Will it help with diarrhea? The good gut protocol yes, the good gut protocol will definitely help with diarrhea because we and stress and also so everything passing through so much, definitely, and take your enzyme as well. Vaginal estrogen. Oh, I was sticking everything everywhere. Yeah, trying to get to the bottom of it. Had it out in August and wasn't informed. Gallbladder. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, no. 6 years without a gallbladder. No doctors told you, like, how hard is it? Take enzymes. 2 words. Take enzymes every day. 3 words. Take enzymes every day. So what happens when you go to the doctor and you say you're not feeling well? What happens when you go to the doctor and you say, hey, I've got this weight that's sitting on my body and I've been exercising as much as I can. I've been eating great and it's just getting bigger and my bum is getting bigger and I'm sore. My body is really sore to touch. They take one look at you and that, no, obviously you're not doing it right. You're eating KFC all day. You don't get listened to because they have to like you have to be able to fit taking a pill or a surgery. That's the 2 boxes that you have to fit into. What pill can I give her? Where can I cut her? Okay, so that's the 2 choices that doctors have to tick boxes. Okay, I can't find anything wrong with her. She's depressed. She needs anxiety and depression tablets. Yeah, you're allowed to be sad. Okay, you're allowed to be sad. You're allowed to be happy. You're allowed to feel emotions. The more that you can feel your emotions, the less it's going to get trapped inside. It can be, and BooB camp, that's why we're there. That's why we're there. We're here to listen. There is no judgment. Turn on your camera, talk, whatever you want to do, share. We are a group with, I don't, how cool it is that our group is so amazing that I go to answer a question and I read through the answers already from the ladies in there and they've answered it better than what I would. Like, how amazing is this? How supportive is this group? And it can be, any question about anything. So, absolutely blows me away. So I'm so grateful for that. Okay. Am I off track? Yes, I am off track. Oh, thank you. Yes, sometimes if you're driving past Kapalaba, you're always welcome to come in and give me a big hug. The gloves have broken up my hysterectomy scar, like in a good way, or you just had a hysterectomy and we've opened up your scar. Please don't tell me that, Nolene. I was using mine straight out of, I had a hysterectomy. I had fibroids. I had a fruit bowl going on inside my belly that I had no idea about. Anyway, so who would like to learn all the different ways to use your gloves? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. I'll keep my clothes on for most of it, but I might get them off if you don't mind. So what we're doing is we're using the spiky side of the glove. And then we've got the rollerball magnetic side. I went to China I decided to go to China on the 30th of December and I left on the 1st of January. Okay, so I decided, and then 2 days later I left. And I went and met all of the people, all of the ladies, all of the men who hand make these gloves. Like they had a big sign up that said, "Welcome, Chelsey Jean." They are so beautiful. Like these are handmade. Like all of these balls are put in by hand by these lovely, lovely Chinese community. Like, oh, I'm going to share the stories. It's just like we are supporting this whole business. Like it's just beautiful. It's absolutely amazing the love that goes in that goes into the gloves. So what we're going to do first is always use the spiky side if you can. If you are waking up in the morning and you just put your clothes straight on and you go to gym, perfectly okay to use the rollerball side, massage and start with the rollerball side and then do your exercise. Okay, so that's perfectly fine. It is better, I'm telling you, like the Rolls Royce version, it is better to do spiky side first on bare skin. Just hearing the gloves, do you see, like I am covered in goosebumps. My body does a lymphatic flush just by hearing this noise. Everything. I can feel like I'm covered in goosebumps all the way up my legs. We're going to start by tapping around your neck, around here, around your clavicle, around your sternum. Tap, 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 tap around here. Why we are tapping is because we're testing how well your body can handle the spikes. If your skin is brittle, if it's compromised, yeah, the spikes might tear it. You've got a problem with your skin. Ain't no problem with my glove. It's your problem with your skin. Okay, we need to make sure that we can fix your skin, and we're going to strengthen your skin. We're going to get more collagen going to that area. All right. So first of all, Pauline, I'm with you. Let's do it. All right. So spiky side. It's always good to relax your shoulders, move your neck from side to side, loosen up the area, loosen up your jaw. Nothing is going to flow through your body if you're like this. If you're doing these ones, right? Nothing's going to flow through. You need to make sure you're loose. Grab your gloves and we're going to tap. Now, this can take 2 minutes. This can take 5 minutes. You might actually like just sitting in front of the telly, opening up your chest first. If you're in A-type body shape, so that means that you have more of a masculine body shape where you've got chicken legs, and your body is more square, and you hold like you've got muscles and you've got that more testosterone in your body. You might have to spend a little bit more time at the top. If you've had any breast surgery, you will need to spend a little bit more time at the top. If you've got arm puffs, once again, if you're really stressed out, if there's lots of congestion, you are going to have to spend some more time here first because you have to create space. This fluid that's coming from your toes needs space. It needs you to unkink the hose at your chest. So what we're doing is we're activating. What we're doing is lifting the toilet seat before we do a poo, right? So we're lifting, we're activating all of the nodes here. All underneath your arms, we're tap, 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 tapping all around your chest. Move your shoulders, move from side to side. Because when the fibers in your body become rigid and stuck, it's going to be really hard for anything to flow through. We need everything to move, 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 move. Okay. So once we're happy that we've pressed, we've jiggled the boobs around, then we can start brushing towards that gap. We're going to re-educate the lymphatic system how it's meant to move. Okay, so we're going to brush. That's it, brush underneath the arms, brushing towards your heart. Then to the arms, we're going elbow to underarm, just like this. Brushing down, brushing down. If you've got tuck shop arms, God, that looks just terrible. Look at that. Like, where am I? That looks better. Brushing, brushing, brushing. You can tell I haven't been in the gym for 4 weeks. Brushing, brushing, brushing. All to the underarm and then from your wrist all the way down. Breathing deep, back and front, and then wave your hands in the air like you just don't care. Same to the other side. Whoops. We are brushing. So with the gloves, you can hold on to the outside. We've got grippy bits on the outside of the glove. So if your hands don't fit in the middle, you can just grab onto the end, onto the side, and you can do that. But 2 is always better than 1. Okay. Brushing, elbow down to your armpit. Breathing and brushing, turning light bulbs. Okay. Up the top. Feels nice and loose and stimulated already. All right. Kim, I've been using the gloves for 6 weeks and can now lift my leg to get my pants on. You know, this is the wins. When somebody tells me, Chelsey, I can now do up my shoelaces. Like, it's massive. Well done. My body, Heidi, my body has been so congested. I'm now sick. But I know it's because of the lymphatic program that I'm doing. And I've got to go through the bad and shift the shit. Yes. This is what you're doing. Yes. Will it help with fatty liver? Yes. No doctor told you about taking enzymes. I'm very new to this. I noticed this fatty or fluid deposit below my knees, which is what led me. So is it here? Oh, can't see me. This is actually pants, guys, okay? So I'm not just it's their pants. This bit here. Yes. Okay, so what we need to know is, so if you've got a problem here, got fat sitting here, why can't it get past the knee? What is happening? How have you injured your knee? What's happening in your hips? Have you had surgeries done, any tummy surgeries? Like, what's going on with your hips? There has to be something upstream that is stopping the flow from coming up. So you always look upstream, because when we can clear upstream, then everything is going to flow. And like, I know you want to work on the cellulite. I know you just want to get into here and like move all of this around. But unless you pop the cork at the top, it's just going to be like a tube of toothpaste with a lid still on, and you're just going like this, like in the middle of the toothpaste, and it's just going to get all smished and yuck, like, and then there's nowhere for it to go. But if you follow this sequence and you start at the chest first, you're allowing space. You're opening up the toilet seat for then pushing everything through. Never been told before. What's going on? Maybe I just need to like make posts that say take enzymes if you've got no gallbladder. Yep. So there is a link to join BooB CamP. Debbie, you should have stopped in and given me a hug. Oh, I would have been in China or Bali or Hong Kong or Macau. Like, it was a pretty good trip. Hello, Janita. My kinesiologist said to back off the gloves because it could stir my nervous system up more and to add more absent seizures, which I have been told are from stress. I've had them for 4 years now. Okay. There is nothing wrong with, like, I know that I'm up here going, yay, woo, woo, like doing all these things. Janita, there is nothing wrong with you grabbing them and saying to yourself, I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and doing our Ho'oponopono prayer and telling yourself, doing the affirmations. All of our brochures, all of our brochures, okay, come with beautiful affirmations around the top here. Like, I am caring, I am loving, I am thoughtful, I am strong, I am confident, I am smart, I am pretty, I am beautiful, I am sexy. Okay. And that keeps on going around. So I would love you to do your sequence gently, to tap your body. How we know how to like do that, our tapping, even though I feel, sad sometimes, I totally love and accept myself. Okay. So, how important tapping is. So tap yourself with the gloves. Read out these affirmations. Okay. Maybe and everybody else is welcome to do that too. Yeah. Cool. All right. Oh, in a good way, Nolene, good. Fibroids, man. Yeah, I can share that whole story another time. My metal balls keep popping off because she's too vigorous. See, if it, we did have a problem with a couple of small balls, and nobody likes small balls. Okay, we like everything big, big balls. So if just let us know, and we can just send you out some big balls to pop in, and you can just toss your little balls. I unblocked some lymph on my foot tonight. Yes. Wish I could get my camera to work. Utsa. Babe. So for us to see you. Okay. Yes, I have a lump under my armpit. Will brushing help more than anything? This is going to help move anything and everything more than anything. Chelsey, I need help with my cheesecake. Then I read the thighs. I'm like, why are we talking about cheesecake? I need cheesecake thighs from eating too much sugar when I was younger. I have your gloves, but it's not moving the lumps. What can you do to recommend that as I eat healthy now? Okay. Sometimes this is going to take a little bit to move. Yeah. Sometimes think about a mat on the floor in your house. And if that mat has been looked after beautifully and vacuumed with a Dyson vacuum every day, and the dog's not allowed to be anywhere near it, like no hair, no spew, no red wine, that mat is going to be like pretty easy. When we shake it, there's just going to be a couple little dust puffs that come up, and so whoop, whoop, it's just going to be like one of those little mouth farts, like it's going to be nothing. But if your rug has been trodden on, has been rolled up, bomb dived into, has shit spilt over it all the time, and if you go, oh, couldn't be bothered cleaning it today, dog has, peed all over it a couple of times, who's thrown up at it from after some late night, like all of this stuff, it's going to take a little while, and you can't throw that rug out. I'm sorry. That is your rug forever and ever and ever. So you have to keep that rug. You have to look after that rug, stains and all. And you know what? That rug could probably tell some mighty good stories. That rug has lived. How exciting is it? Like if I was a new rug, I'd want to come and stay next to you and like hear all the stories that you've got to tell. There's been a little bit of abuse that's gone with it too. It's just going to take time. You shake it up and you make sure that we're going to talk about tomorrow night, like all the other things that you can do. We're just going to get through the gloves tonight. I know that I've only done 2 arms and I'm still raving on. Okay. So it's just going to take a little bit of time. Some people, like thyroid body shape people. So we've spoken about a body shape, and then we've got gynoid body shape is the people more who get fibroids and things, because we've got a lot of estrogen. So they're more of the booty, the smaller waist, and then the booty and the thighs. You're going to suffer with estrogen. issues and liver. You have to support your liver all the time. Those thyroid people who are, straight up and down, no boobs, no bum, sort of like stress heads, like they're better as marathon runners. A lot of them like smoke and they do, like they're just like on all the time. Okay. They can throw up after a massage, after a lymphatic massage. Their body's going to react and act fast. So we can get half an idea when it comes to what's going to happen after you do this, but everyone's different. Okay, everybody is different. How to take the magnetic balls out and clean them. Yes, we can do that tomorrow night. Oh yeah, and there is some videos. Thank you, Christine, to do that. But you can just pop off the little you press in here, and then that pops off there. It's easier to use a butter knife to do it. No, enzymes don't need to be prescribed. Just walk in and get them. Say Chelsey said. I'm not doing the gloves very hard, but yeah, covered in bruises. So you've got a lot of stagnant energy. There's a lot of stagnant fluid. There's a lot of stagnant blood that's just been sitting there. And now that we're moving that it's old blood. Okay. Keep moving. Have some magnesium baths. Spray your body definitely with the magnesium. Make sure you use our lymphatic cream in here. Make sure you use the lymphatic cream. Okay. Lots of arnica. Arnica is absolutely brilliant for bruising, and castor oil in there too. Cool. No, Deb, you can't book a lymphatic massage with me. I closed my clinic 12 months ago because like I charge $500 an hour for a consult. Most of my consults go for 3 hours or so. So most people would spend about $2,000 to have a consult with me, and they'd do their hair test, and then they'd also buy their like their gloves and their different things. And I knew that I changed their lives forever because I'm freaking good at being a naturopath and doing consults. But how do I reach my goal of 5 million women if I'm stuck sitting in front of one person at a time? So, and lots of tears that day, that month, to have to say no and to close my clinic so we can now concentrate on, like, I've taught 400 practitioners now. So if you go onto my website, you will see the practitioners that I have taught, and we're going to have one near you. That's my goal. So it's one thing doing this yourself, okay, and getting it going, which is bloody brilliant to do. It's taking it to the next level. When you go and see one of the therapists that I've trained, they will put their hands on you. They will feel the blockages. They will ask you some questions, and you're like, I hadn't thought about that. Oh yeah, actually, that's when that happened. Oh, now I realize why I'm sore there and why this doesn't work. And that's all connected to this and all the things. Okay. So please make sure you jump on the website, find a practitioner near you, and go and see them and support them, because I tell you, they are so super keen to help, and they are all so amazing. You can talk to them in BooB camp as well. Okay. Okay. Great. Cool. All right. So we're up to tummy. We're up to tummy. Move all this out of the way. So when it comes to your tummy, when it comes to tattoos, I got my tattoos before I knew this, but when you get, what's this side? When you get tattoos, you are permanently staining your lymphatic system. It is no longer a clear clag-like substance. It is permanently gray. And the lymph nodes that are closest to your tattoos will end up darker than the other lymph nodes in your body. So just saying, if you are going to get a tattoo, like, awesome, there's all different reasons why people get tattoos, but just know that, okay, that it's going to circulate through your body forever. Okay, so I'm going to start tapping around my belly in a clockwise formation. And I know that this is mirrored on here, so it might not look clockwise, but I'm breathing deep and I'm tapping around my belly. Once again, covered in goosebumps. Once again, burping. So whenever I start doing this, my digestive system starts, like I start burping. I'm tapping around. And then I'm going to do circles. If there's any constipation, if you are constipated, please do this. Do this on your kids, any age. And then we're going to go from back to front, back to front. Okay, brushing, brushing, brushing. Cool tip, the ends of the gloves here, you can use them on your sternum to activate deep. You can stick them in your armpit and activate deep. Stick them in here. Okay, so you've got really deep lymph nodes in your tummy area here, cisterna and also this is an emotional spot. This is an anxiety. So if you're feeling a bit anxious, stick your gloves in your belly, like right in the middle, and take a couple of breaths right here, right in the middle there. Okay, activate with using the ends of your gloves, clockwise and in. If you need to tighten any loose skin, see how red? Make your skin red. Get all the collagen. You see there? Get all the collagen coming up to the top. Red, red, red. Now you can get to the hips. Now, when we get to the hips, twist, move, ring, like you're helping your liver by twisting from side to side, wringing out your liver, like helping all of these internal organs, just moving them. So move them in sequence. Then you're going to get to your hips. So I will go tap, 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 tap. I will use the end of my gloves and stimulate all these lymph nodes at the top of my leg here, around my bum. Move, 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 move. And then I'm going to rub up, 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 up. Belly, belly, belly. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Then this bit here, you see, just covered in goosebumps everywhere. Brushing, brushing, brushing. 2 hands, knee, all the way up, thigh, and then I'm going to do ankle up to knee. Feels so good. And then the other side, brushing, brushing, brushing. You can do this sitting down, okay? You can do it laying in bed. Do this laying in bed and then put your legs up the wall. Then brushing from ankles up, ankles up. It's a bit of a workout. And when you finish, oh, everything's shaking. Finish with a bit of a bounce, finish with a bit of a shake it off. Now that's how we do the stimulation side of the gloves, okay? Then what you do is you hop into the shower. You can do this in the shower, but I would prefer you to do dry skin brushing because you get skin every 30 days. So you've got to get rid of the old skin. So brush it off. And under brushing, brushing, brushing. Okay, then you hop in the shower. I don't personally use soap. I think it's important that our skin has its natural oils. I also won't wear sunscreen. The sun is my most favorite thing in the world. I love it to bits. We need to be charged. There's no way that God would put this amazing big sun in the air to charge our bodies with if it was bad. Okay. Be careful of the seed oils that you are eating that then might come up on your skin and be blamed on the sun. Okay. There's lots of research now telling us that all of the carcinogenic, all of the terrible ingredients, chemicals that are in these banana boats that we're using, the sunscreen and everything that we're using. It's terrifying. It's terrifying to see these children, these little ones covered in all this white shit at the beach. Like, I just want to slap their mothers. Like, it's anyway. Put on a hat, put on some covers to cover the body. Get out in the sun, 15, 20 minutes, anything like that. Get that vitamin D. How long you live depends on your vitamin D levels. If your vitamin D levels are shit house, you're going to die sooner than later. Vitamin D. If you don't want to be out in the sun, take the tablets, and you take them when you're eating fat. Okay? Vitamin D is transported around by the lymphatic. Like, I'm going to get shut down for talking out loud about all this stuff. Normally I do it with a microphone in front of a group like this, and no one's allowed to record me. Okay. So we've brushed our body. We're in the shower. We're going to wash ourselves. Boobs, tummy, like, just use a washer. We're going to jump out of the shower. We're going to dry ourselves, and we're going to towel in the same order. Boobs, belly, legs, all that. And then we're going to get out of the shower and use the best creams in the world to nurture your skin. Castor oil. Now, I put castor oil in my lymphatic cream before Barb made it famous. I did get to spend some time with Barbara. I have given her a lymphatic massage. Like, how cool is it to be at Barb's daughter's house and sitting on the lounge room floor, playing with her grandkids, playing with Barb's boobs? Like, it's the most, but I can't share photos and things like that because she is that targeted. That I would be, you had the like everyone go through you if you talk the truth, right? Anyway, castor oil, aloe vera. So much aloe vera in here. Arnica, MCT oil, which is our coconut oil, frankincense, rosemary, gochi cola. So gochi cola is a Japanese like live to 100 type herb. They love it. Rosemary, so good for liver. Frankincense crosses the blood-brain barrier in like 6 seconds. Everything, frankincense just turns everything on. Frankincense just makes everything happen. We are putting in the best ingredients that we can into this lymphatic cream. So we've got your lymphatic cream and we've got your magnesium spray. Magnesium is to bring down inflammation. MSM means that it's at a cellular level. So we're bringing inflammation down, calming, cooling, soothing at a cellular level. So that's with our Magfatics. And I'm not allowed to tell you this. And Mads, you might need to have to cut this out and not put in the recording. But our Valentine's Day special is getting released like in the first week of February. And if you buy a 250 ml lymphatic cream or a 250 ml Magfatics, we're going to upgrade you free to a 500 ml. So you're getting double. Okay? So don't buy now. But don't tell my son that I've told you. I'll get in trouble. Okay. Mads, pin that at whatever time, and you might need to cut that out. Okay. So then you're going to, I like mixing them both together, and I'm going to massage them into my chest, into my belly, into my legs, and just rub, 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 rub. And then I go over the top with the ball side of the gloves. Get out the balls. Big balls. We established that we like big balls, and we like boobs that wiggle and jiggle. Okay. And where it's okay to say poo and bum and everything, vagina, and like we can say and do whatever we want. All right. So I'm pushing, 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 pushing. Then I'm doing the arms, brushing, 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 down, 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 down. When you go and have a massage, never let the therapist go this way. and push against you. Okay, never ever. Promise. Circles with the balls. So you see how you can get deeper and we can actually change the structure of the skin this way. And we can do more toning. Like we can call it a Brazilian lymphatic massage, right? Because we're getting in and we're toning and moving a little bit more. What do I use if I don't use soap? Water and a washer. I will use soap. I don't use on my bits, anything like that. You do not want to upset that your biome, the pH in your vagina. Like the last thing you want to do is put soap there. And if you've got a partner with a doodle, you don't want him to be rubbing it all with soap as well, because that's then it's going to update. I shouldn't say date. That's going to upset the pH that's going on down below. Okay. Yes, Lutza, wait. Okay. You can grab your gloves now if you want to. But yeah, wait. Shh. Okay. So if I've been fishing, I guess I'm going to use like soap on my hands or my body. If I've been planting manure, something like that, yes, I'm going to use like soap, but no, not on my bits. And then I'm rolling my bum, rolling up, 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 up. Now I am doing it quite vigorous, okay? But remember, I've been doing this for nearly 6 years. Brushing, brushing, brushing. 6 years I've been getting my gear off for you girls. Okay. Brushing, brushing, brushing. Up, 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 up. Up, up, up. And then finish with a bit of a bounce, bit of a twirl. And you will feel energized when you do it in an energized way. You will feel relaxed when you do it in a relaxed way. Last night, I filled the bath, put about 1 inch of magnesium in the bath. I also put some cream in the bath too, because then when I get out of the bath, I don't need to put it on. Like it's just automatically, automatically there on my body. And then I can just roll over. But lighting the candles, putting the magnesium in, doing my gloves, hopping in the bath, listening to a podcast, and then hopping out and then doing the balls. You know, it's just good to spend sometimes that little bit longer, because yes, I do the gloves every day, but a lot of the times it's in front of a video and it's like doing this bit and then just doing that bit. It's not intentionally for me. Like it's not 100% intentionally for me. It's intentionally for you. But when we start doing things with a purpose, for a purpose, for ourselves, I think that's also important to do as well. Does that make sense? Yeah. Yeah. Cool. All right. We're 8 minutes over. Any questions? Any tips for the hands and feet? Oh, yeah, Amy. Like, how nice does it feel? Like, I like putting the spiky side and the ball side like underneath my feet. Definitely love that. It's like the whole Pablo's dog thing. Like, I just have to touch my gloves and I'm like flushing everywhere. Definitely nice. But we're always draining up. Amazing. Okay, so I didn't have a plan for tonight. I wanted just to rave on and see where we are for the year, see what came out. But I'm quite happy. So we've covered pretty much a little bit about the lymphatic system, is how your body gets rid of toxins. And we get rid of that through our breath, through our bowels, how we're pooing, through our urine, for our kidneys, like peeing, for our sweat. So tonight, before I jumped on live, I was in my sauna and had a quick sauna for half an hour. if you're reading any of Tony Robbins' stuff, if you're reading any of these biohackers stuff, they are saying that is a minimum twice a week you need to sauna just to keep up with the shit that gets put into your body, just to keep up. This is no longer, oh yeah, I'm going to do this for fun because it's got a little bit of cellulite. It's not that anymore. This is I'm going to save my life now. I'm going to get on top of these things before I get a shit diagnosis. We don't want to wait for that. We're not going to wait for that. Okay. So get out your gloves, get moving, get into boob camp, ask some questions, answer the questions, take responsibility. Because where you are now is completely where you have got yourself. Okay. Draw a line in the sand and say, now I'm going to try things a little bit different. And that's what we can do. That's all I'm asking you to do. Just rub your boobs, use your gloves. I don't even care if you don't get the gloves, use your fingers. There's nowhere near as good, but it's a start. Oh, yes, it's definitely going to help the shelf tummy definitely is going to help. We've had so many ladies tell us the difference that's happened. All right. Thank you, Keitha. All right. Big love, everybody. Thank you for Instagram, for everybody who's joined in. See you again tomorrow night. Facebook, love you. Everybody in Zoom, thank you so much. Big love. Thank you for listening to me rave on. Inspired by Pauline Hanson yesterday here in Brisbane, listening to her talk about keeping the bastards and getting rid of them. Like if we can do that with the whole medical and education department too, that would be the best. All right. Big love, everyone. See you tomorrow night.